Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video on arm braces, green tips, and non-compliance. I've been hearing this, I've read a few articles on the matter about, there's talk about the ATF planning on banning green tip ammunition, the kind that's, popular, it's popular for for AR-15s, and any other 5.56 rifle out there, because it has armor piercing capabilities. And there's also been, I remember around the time when the SIG arm brace came out, and there was, people wanting, getting these letters from the ATF saying, is this okay to have, does that have to be registered, things like that. And, then there's like, ATF, there've been a lot of a lot of opinions saying yes, they're allowed. It's not, doesn't count as a stock. Then some news came out that there's another opinion piece saying that they have been used as stocks, and so there's a chance of them being regulated. And and at the same time, I was hearing all this. First about the SIG arm braces. Now about the green tip. Now I'm hearing about the same about the green tip ammo. Um, my thoughts are, so what? And that's not because I don't not because I don't have a SIG arm brace, but I do have. If you can see that, I do have green tips. And this is a 42 round mag. This is a 40 round mag. Both my AR-15, and and they're loaded up with green tip ammo. And I'm of the impression of, so what? We talk about the Second Amendment as if it's a right, but if you notice in our actions and a lot of people's actions, it's a privilege. I mean, in the sense that it's, like, can we do this? Are we allowed to do this? And or I remember people saying, we're allowed to, people get excited saying, well, now this law is passed, so now we're allowed to carry in such and such place. And what always strikes me as weird is, wait a minute, where does word allow come from? If this is a right, where does this word allow? Where does the allowance come from? If we have this, if you have to include allow or permitted, in these sentences, then you're basically saying that it's a privilege. And I may have noted that in the video I did a while back called "Unwarranted Pride," which I think that, saying that I think there are things that a person should not have. They should not take pride in saying certain statements. And all right, let's say for argument's sake, let's say that this does happen. Let's say that both the SIG arm brace and green tip ammo are now banned, or have to be heavily regulated because people are using the SIG arm brace as a stock, or because green tip ammo has been found to be to be able to punch through certain surfaces, which in reality nothing's bulletproof. You get enough penetration, enough velocity, you can punch through just about anything. But that's a subject for another video. Let's say these things are banned. Who's gonna? I say look at what happened in Connecticut when they had to register, and when it became state law that you had to register your AR-15, your so-called assault rifle. You had to also register your magazines. And I think they said they only had about I think it was like 5% compliance, which meant they had somewhere around, I think, over 100, somewhere around over, I think it was I forgot the number. It was like somewhere around 50,000 to 150,000 rifles unaccounted for, and to me, I said, I'm not surprised. Basically what that meant was a lot of people just fed up with the BS and said, no, I'm not gonna register my rifle. I'm not gonna register my magazines, because I know that this new law that was passed, what it's not gonna do, it wouldn't save those children at Sandy Hook. It won't stop anyone who has evil intentions, and all it does is make my life much more difficult. So no, I'm not going to comply with it. And essentially, And then they had to start giving out these letters, saying, well, you know that you didn't, register your rifle or anything, something like that. And, you know, I haven't heard anything about any more people, going along with it. I guess we'll hear more stuff down the road. But I think about that with, I think with the same way with the Sig arm brace and with green tip ammo. How many people out there during the whole gun ban scare bought a bunch of green tip ammo? Out of worries that this stuff was going to get banned. A ban never works. Think about it. They can't keep drugs out of prison. They can't keep people getting killed in prison. They can't keep people getting murdered in prison, I should say. They can't keep theft going on in prison. And that's a lockdown area. That is a lockdown area, and stuff still goes in and comes out. I've heard of guys posting Facebook statuses from prison, from jail. You think about that. If that kind of stuff can go on in a prison, a place is supposed to be locked down and secure, which is that's, I guess it's all to your feeling. It's all to how you define secure, or how your feelings towards security, because people still escape prison. But that kind of stuff can go on in a prison. Then imagine what more things can go on outside of a prison. This is still the thought that a ban on a particular ammunition or a particular gun or a particular gun part is going to stop them from actually being made is, I think that's something you should only see in the Twilight Zone. Where's Rod Sterling we need? I mean, that's Twilight Zone material. That's La La Land. That's fantasy. You can't ban anything. You virtually, you can't. Certainly not something that's already been in circulation for I don't know how many years. I mean, I think Sig arm braces has been out for maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half at least. It was the same mess about the whole thing about high capacity mag. Oh, they're gonna ban 30-round mags. Well, what is a magazine but aluminum box with a spring and a follower in it? How hard is it to make a magazine? I did a video recently. Not recently. I did a video a while back where I turned a 5-round magazine into an 18-round magazine. So where there's a will, there's a way. If people start to see that a lot of these bans or these regulations are nothing but BS, then they're just not going to follow along with them. And I know you may be, and some of you may be thinking, oh, well, he's telling us not to register our SIG arm braces if it came to that, or get rid of our green tip ammunition. No, I'm not saying that. For one, I believe adults watch my channel, even individuals as young as 15. That I know of a viewer I know of a subscriber that young watches my channel. So I believe I believe my target, I guess the bulk of my audiences are people who can think for themselves, people who are capable of critical thinking, people who are, generally responsible, and people who they're able to pick up on that kind of stuff, and they can use better judgment. So no, I'm not telling you not to do those things if it came down to it. I don't think I have to tell you. I don't think again, even if I was to say it, who am I? I'm just a guy taking a break from cooking to make this video, expressing my thoughts on people's fears of a ban of an arm brace and some green tip ammunition. That's all. I'm just giving my 2 cents. I think it's kind of ludicrous, to panic about anything like that happening, because it's already out there. What you think you think they have the manpower, the definitely have the money to try to accomplish such a task of rounding up every green tip ammunition out there and every arm brace out there. It's pointless. They even think that they can do it. It's stupid for them to even try. So, and the same thing, with the whole, like I said, with the whole the whole ammo scare. Me personally, I wasn't out. Honestly, I wasn't out there buying large quantities of ammunition. That's not to say, and that's not to trash those who were, but I just had an understanding that the price on this stuff has gone up. So I'm just gonna hang back and look for deals while I can. I'm not gonna put myself on the red trying to get something that may turn up, may disappear. All of a sudden because of a stroke of a pen. I'm just gonna hang back, get what I can afford. And honestly, I didn't get much. I still don't have I don't have like 10,000 rounds of ammunition of my AR-15, but I'm pretty comfortable with what I do have. I'll say that much. And I'm not, I didn't freak out then when there was the whole, there was a whole gripe about there was a whole, this whole scare of magazines being banned, and I'm not gonna freak out now. Should AR should green tip ammunition or SIG arm braces, even though I don't have one, I'm not gonna freak out if those things end up on the chopping block. Because I like you, the viewer, and everyone else out there has a choice. If they started thinking, like I said, if they started, having things where line up turning your green tip ammo, or your SIG arm braces, or anything to that effect, are you gonna be in line? Are you gonna be on that line to turning your stuff? Me personally, I can't see myself. I can't see myself doing it. But as my good friend Doug Bay says, maybe I'm wired wrong. I'm always saying that my circuit breaker's tripping. So, um, it is, take what you will from that. But please, I'd like to hear your comments on the I will post some articles in the description box on the ammo. Nothing on the SIG arm braces, but just on the stuff, some of the things I pulled up on the green tip ammo scare. Please share your thoughts. I'd love to see what other people out there have to say on the matter. Do you think I'm a rabble rouser, or you think that's something? There's some sense to what I'm saying. Um, I just don't think there's any reason to panic. Just keep being free. That's the best way I can put it. But please share your thoughts. Feel free to leave any comments or a video response, any gripes, complaints. Send me a PM. I'll try to correct anything that I may have made a mistake on. But that's my video on arm braces, green tips, and non-compliance. I'm Edward Jones, and thanks for watching.